All over this globe. My name is Chief Apostle Samuel Jr. I'm the apostle and pastor of Apostolic Faith of Jesus Christ Incorporated, and my beliefs are truly deeply rooted in the ATRs, those are African sciences by which we harness, direct, and disperse energy, frequency, and vibration. If this is your first time in my live, I want you guys to know that I do not teach my personal beliefs. Neither do I teach my practices, but what I do teach is universal laws because, sir, ma'am, they are applicable to each and every one of us. The reason why we teach real magic spirituality on this particular live and this platform is to try to help melanated people to be restored back to what they call their roots and be able to understand what really the purpose of Ache, what the energy or frequency, and how to utilize that no matter where you are, whether you're intermediate, whether you're a beginner, or whether you're advanced. I needed to come on here a little late, even though UPS had me running around, but I also had to go get stuff because I got ceremonies to do tomorrow. And so I wanted to come on here a little later because I want to talk about some grown-up stuff. Now, those that do not know this, my lives are not for the cheering. And my lives are for people that are being true to themselves and that want to understand energy, frequency, and vibration. Yes, we are coming up. What's up there, Mary Bond in the house? What's up, my Cassandra in the house? What's up, Jeremy in the house? Salutations. There go my Boaz in the house. Pisces. What's up there, Mama Susan, Gemini? To all of you guys that have been hitting that super chat, thank you so much. What's up there? Italy Milan, yes, from Wisconsin. What it be and how it be. What's up, my storm, my Sagittarius from Detroit? I appreciate that. There go my 69. Come on in here, 69. Now, all I need is my aphrodisiac to come right on behind me. You understand? Y'all know I believe in that orchard stuff. Praise God. But we thank you, God, for each and every one of you guys for being here. Now, I needed to come on a little later because I'm going to talk. I need to talk grown. Not just grown, but grown stuff tonight. And this is as above, so below. So we're talking about Venus energy. Y'all know I like to say Venusian. What's up there, my baby Scorpio? You're going to be a little grown tonight. All right. What's up there, Demetrius Clark in the house? Tribal love to each and every one of y'all. Now, y'all know on this particular platform, I teach people that have been in the church that practice the ATRs. And then I also teach those that have left the church, practice the ATR, but no longer want to deal with the church, but we understand. But you still need to understand energy, frequency, and vibration. To each and every one of you guys that have did y'all self a favor, got those classes, especially those advanced classes, I'm going to show you magic and spirituality, and especially those that want to do perform love magic, those that want to perform reconciliation magic, those that want to make a happy home, those that want to know how to bless their home as there be a peaceful home. So we want to talk about that. And listen, I don't care if you gay, straight, or bi. I don't care if you single or married. This gonna help you tonight. Now, what makes me proficient in this is because, but not only that I'm high nature, but I've been dealing in relationships. I have had the opportunity to be got rid of, I should say. I have been a faithful side piece. I have been a safe and longevity when it comes down to being a knockoff, a jump off, I should say, not a knockoff. But the point is, I'm here to talk about it. You kidding me? I don't know what they say. But as you come in, guys, do yourself a favor and hit that like button, hit the shares. What's up, L Bay Sagittarius in the house? Now, if you have questions that you want to ask tonight, all you got to do, sir, ma'am, do yourself a favor, hit that super chat, and I will address the question, whether I care for it or not. I still will address it. And I want to say to each and every one of you guys that have been being a blessing to my website, also to those that have been a part of my Patreon, to all of you that hit those likes, those shares. Apostle, what do you think about open relationship? I'm going to talk about that all tonight. Now, and I'm going to say this because y'all know I keep it real and keep it honest. I don't always keep it clean, but I keep it sanitary because I like to get dirty myself. So I still be honest. Now, I want y'all to hit that super chat. It ain't nothing but I think the lowest is $2 because I got to get this algorithm going. Now I'm going to answer because Jeremy has constantly come in and he's been support. And so I want to talk about a lot of stuff. So my subject tonight is finding and cultivating a good man, especially melanated men. Now, my personal thing that I want to share with y'all, I'm a big fan. I never seen you on my Cash App, and I've never seen you on my Zelle, or I've never seen you on my super chat. So I don't know how, all my fans, they support me. Now, thank you, baby. My moderators are on it. Now, around here, actions speak louder than words. So all of y'all that are not used to this, action, I don't care if you gay straight. What I got to say tonight gonna affect you. I don't care if you've been hunching for a long time or you just started hunching and licking yesterday. This gonna help you. Understand? Now, I'm 51 years old. My mama thought I was an 18-year-old virgin. She was a Virgo. She must be one doing her analytics because I was far from being a virgin even at 18. Now, finding and cultivating a good man. Now, Jeremy asked a question about open relationships. Now, since we talking about energy, frequency, and vibration, I want to say hello, first of all, to Pisces, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Aquarius, Cancer, Capricorn, Leo, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Libra, and Virgo. Now, the question was about open relationships. Now, I'm going to be honest with you all. I have been invited, like a vampire, into people's relationship, and we had our fun. Now, I want to say this. I don't believe that a person should have an open relationship unless there are ground rules. When you open the door for other people to be a part of your relationship, you need to be mature of knowing what you are asking to come through those doors. Now, the reason why I say that is because you have to be able to see your partner, gay, straight, or bi, being beat down by somebody that may excel your sexual skill or passion. Now, some people are at that place. It is what it is. Everybody's not there mentally or emotionally. You understand? When you invite a third party, you might invite somebody that is less or greater. You never know what you're going to get. And that needs to be a strong, thank you so much for that, Demetri. That needs to be a strong understanding of what y'all into. Now, I'm going to say this when it comes down to relationship because I want to talk about this on tonight. Relationship is being able to relate to a particular individual. What happens when we talk about certain subject matters, people make them personal. You have no bit, if you're not into an open relationship, you should not have no kind of, you might listen, but you should not have no kind of way about what somebody else is choosing to do in their relationship. Some people in the click hole. Cluck hole. Is that chuck hole? Choke hole. Somebody in chuck hole really. Now, let me say this. As a grown man or woman, whatever relationship you're in, you're choosing to be in there. I don't care if it's even an abusive relationship. You are choosing to be in that relationship. So let me talk about what I want to talk about. So I'll segue into what you're talking about when it comes to relationship. Now, finding a good man, gay, straight, or bi, cultivating that good man, especially melanated men. I am super naughty. I doubt if you're more naughty than me. But I want to say this. And I wrote this down so I didn't forget. A lot of times you hear, no matter if it's Ifa, Voodoo, Santeria, Lukumi, Congo, if you listening to straight women, they talking about ain't no good men. If you listen to gay men, you hear them say that I deal with all types of people. Rich people, poor people, middle class people, educated, uneducated. But I hear this constant thing. Thank you so much for the super chat. Now, the reason why I want to talk about this tonight, because when it comes down to love work and, I believe in don't chase, attract and all that's good and dandy for somebody that understands their energy. All that's good and dandy for somebody that knows what they want. Now, I wrote down here, the word good is relative to the individual. I'm going to say this again. What's good is relative to your perception of what you deem as good for you. Now, what may be good to you may not be good for you. I'm going to say that again because some of y'all going to miss this. What may be good to you in the bedroom may not be good for you in the long run. You understand? The fact that you are short-sighted, the fact that you do not know enough about who you are as a Sagittarius, who you are as a Virgo, who you are as a Capricorn, who you are as an Aquarius, the fact that you have not spent enough time with yourself, the fact that you're out here saying very young in your life without certain experiences and exposure, talking about what's good for you. you're doing yourself a disservice. What's up there, Tree my Aries? Now, when I say this, I speak to people and I ask, what do you want? Because a lot of times we're going after things that are not good for us. They're only good to us in certain spaces in our life. So when you're doing real conjure, you're doing real prayer work, you're doing real spell work, you need to understand before you yoke or bind an individual to an individual or somebody binding something to them, you need to understand this. Is this something? Because in the streets, I used to be called no good, but so good. I'm going to say that again for some of y'all a little slow. Whether you an Ifa, Voodoo, Santeria, Lakumi. Okay, so what that individual was saying about me is that I was no good because I was a hoe. But I was so good at being a hoe. Come on here, somebody. They liked that my skill set. You understand? That was good for them. But not good for them when it comes to longevity and relationship. Because a lot of times when we look at something due to sausage. Oh. Sometimes when we are out here and we're not having real grown-up conversation, and our parents are not having real good conversation, grown-up conversation, and our fathers are not having these conversations, then when we get into the church world, everything is sugar-coated. And so therefore, when we hear you need to find a good man, first of all, you don't even know what to look for, because what's good, what you perceive as good, because somebody dress good, because somebody smell good, because somebody got a good job. Not that that don't matter. That don't mean they're good for you. And when you don't know the trajectory of your life, you don't know the difference between somebody being good to you, because somebody could be no good but good to you. I'm going to say that again, real slow. Somebody can be no good, Sagittarius, Virgo, Capricorn, Leo, etc. But they not good for you. They might be they might utilize their gift as a Virgo and organize your life, but they still not good for you because they smother you. They might be a Capricorn and they good to you as providing and creating structure, but they also create a prison, not good for you. You understand? I need you to understand when it comes down to real life, there's a necessary conversation that needs to be had with self. Too many of y'all praying, too many of y'all doing ebos, too many of y'all doing spell work, and you ain't sat down and had a little talk with the Jesus on the inside. The Jesus in me. See, I understand. I had conversation, and I had this young lady sit down, and she said, well, I don't, she didn't say that she don't get fellatio. She said she don't go downtown. Well, I said, honey, I can't even have a conversation with you unless you got a parking pass downtown. You understand? If you can't even, no. I don't, see, I'm grown enough. I'm grown enough to know and understand about me. And so there's certain conversations that going to exclude me. Because I'm not good for you, honey. Because I'm going to end up, because I don't believe in cheating, but you're going to get cheated on. Because there ain't no way I'm going to stay in a relationship with you and you ain't got a parking pass downtown. Huh? I don't care if you don't go downtown every day, but you going downtown. Unless we just not going to have a relationship. We can have some relations, but we're not going to have a relationship. You understand? So, understanding enough about who you are. What's up there, my Natasha Foster? You on the right night. You my aphrodisiac. I need to be stimulated. I need to be stimulated. Which code is this from? This is not an occult. What's an occult is how you and y'all Christian always want to control what other people doing on their platform. So find you somewhere to play. Preferably in a busy traffic. And so when I try to talk to people, every relationship is based off of the grown people that are involved. The reason why I say to men and women that you may have a man that you have married, but doesn't mean that that man is happy. You don't know what he considers good or his goodness. Because I don't always get an even exchange for the goodness that I share. And everybody don't want your good. Or everybody don't want your goodness. Now, goodness is a perceived idea what is deemed good for you rather than good for you. I'm going to say that again. Goodness is a perceived idea. What you deem is good to you rather than good for you. So a lot of times when you out here looking for, and you got your eyes open and you're saying, I want a partner. See, a lot of us, and I'm going to say this, and I'm not saying it can't happen, but a lot of times we having sex with people before we have grown-up conversation. Guilty. I don't even want to talk until we have sex, to be straight up honest with you. But that's no here nor there. I don't have the issue that many of you have, okay? Because if I sleep with somebody on the first night, I don't think they're a hoe. I think I'm a hoe for wanting to sleep with them on the first night. Wherever resistance they put up, I'm going to try to make it very difficult for them to, deny my advances. But that's just me. And that's why I want y'all to be, this is the reason why we're in the age of Aquarius. It's about uniqueness. Being your individual self. Now, like I said on the onset, I know how to be faithful. I know how to be committed. I know how to do all those things. But a lot of that comes because I've had experience. I'm a Sagittarius. I have to have adventure. I have to have excitement. I'm not going to be in some relationship with somebody that ain't trying to grow and evolve. So before you do your love spell, before you do your conjure, before you do your come to me work, before you do calling those things that be not, I think you need to sit down and define what you deem is good. What you deem as the goodness of a man or a woman. And this is so important before you get in Ifa, Voodoo, Santeria, Lakumi, because a lot of times we are not having healthy relationships because we have a perceived idea of what this man or this woman should be to us and what we deem as good, what we deem as satisfying, what we deem as gratifying. Facts, this is not a cult. It's the ATR. Exactly. The whole concept even by Christianity, we say we serve the all the living God, but we have selected areas where we want to be teaching on. And at the end of the day, all this is covered by life. Sex covered by life. Interaction with sex, whether you good at it or not good at it, whether you have had a lot of it or very little of it, or some of y'all eunuchs that you ain't had none of it. I feel sorry for you. It ain't my calling. To each their own. Now, what do I mean by finding? You're not going to find a good man. And I say this, and I've said this many years ago, and I said this through the years. A good woman is hard to find. I agree with you, sir and ma'am. I also believe that a good man is even harder to find than a good woman. And the reason why a good man is hard to find, it depends on what you're looking for. What you deem as good. Because a man can perceive himself as a good man because he got a job when that woman is looking for a certain type of good, and that's somebody good in the bedroom. So at this point, your job is irrelevant to her if you cannot satisfy her. And that also goes for a gay man. A lot of men are prone to have sex a lot quicker than women. And so therefore, with that being a thought, you need to understand as a man what you are looking for as good. Good looking, good smelling, good dressing, good pipeline, good at being diverse. All of these things that I'm talking about on tonight is relative to every single individual person. You come in here and tell me it's Halloween already. I like to say something. Let me say something. Halloween means holy Eve. But let me tell y'all something. What's so beautiful about what I'm talking about on tonight is when you grow as an individual, you are comfortable talking about things that will, in the long run, benefit you being able to relate to your significant other, partner, or even spouse. What I am telling to many of you, what's up from Brazil? Thank you so much for joining us. What I am saying to many of you guys, when you're dealing with a man, no matter what culture he is in, or a woman, you need to understand enough about yourself that are you free when it comes down to being sexual or intimate with somebody. And we had a question earlier about open relationship. I don't believe that open relationship is for everybody. I don't also believe monogamous relationship is for everybody. I also don't believe a man having more than one woman or a man having more than one man is good for everybody, because it is truly has a lot to do with the individual. There are some women that I have said that man is not good for you, but because she deemed that the area that was good for her, she still stayed in a relationship. And that also goes for men. Just because somebody perceives that person is not good for you doesn't mean that person does not do good things for that individual. Can I say that again? Because somebody is not good for you does not mean he or she cannot do good things for you. And therefore, a lot of times people build a relationship based on the good things that they perceive good for themselves, even though that person overall is not good for them. They're not good for their destiny. They're not good for their dreams. They're not good for their health. They're not good for their economics. They're not good for a lot of things. But people will trade out the goodness for what is good for them temporarily, individually. We all do not desire the same thing. I am very open and very upfront about what's good for me. And then I also know how to back out of relationships that are not good for me. Flavor Flav, you have the nerve, dear brotherly, to come in here, Colin, and call me Flavor Flav. Your mammy could not beat a beauty contest with Flavor Flav, huh? Flavor Flav would fuck your daddy because he looks better than your mama. You understand? When you come in my live on a Friday, I have already gotten paid, and you dealing with a melanated man, and you want to name call. Yo, my dog looks. I wouldn't let you lick my dog's balls. Your mother has no ability other than her hoe. That's the only thing that look good on her. And I'm talking about a dookie hoe. Huh? Yes, that's what I'm talking about. I need you to understand, I'm the wrong one to come in with the name calling. You understand? Don't do that. Don't do that to yourself. Now, when it comes down to spirituality and relationships, I like to break the word up so people can have a better understanding. Are you an apostle? Absolutely. Why you want to know? And I told y'all, you got questions, hit the chat, super chat. When people are in relationship and they want relationship, it's about being able to relate. It's just that simple. Everybody does not relate. And therefore, if you cannot relate, you should not be in a ship. Which means you should not be unified. And so when I tell people this, they, as grown people, you got a right to be in a relationship with whoever you want to be in. And you should also be asking yourself the question, am I having the kind of conversation with my partner that I understand their appetite? Can I say this again? Just like when I used to work cultivate, just like you should know how to, if you're going to have roses in your garden, you know how to cultivate and cause that rose to grow and to maintain. That's even in winter season. When you understand the appetite of your partner, your husband, or your wife, then you start understanding, can I cultivate that where that person is satisfied? A lot of times in real life, people are not concerned about your appetite. They're concerned about what you are able to do for them and what's good for them. And I do understand that, sir, ma'am. But at some point, this is why you get cheating in relationships. At some point, this is why you get marriages dwindling down, because they're not taking our time to understand the appetite of their partner. That's their physical appetite, spiritual appetite, and also their sexual appetite. If you have questions, I'm going to say this again for Dolphin 3. Super Chat is live. You want to ask questions, and especially idiotic questions, it's probably better for you guys to hit that Super Chat if you want me to address it. Now, we have said this over and over, and I know that some of you guys are economically challenged and some of you are super slow. But Super Chat is for you, I hear, that want to ask questions. Now, I do believe in doing Conjure on myself. I believe in doing spell work on myself. What I don't believe in is that when you're not willing to work on yourself, but you're willing to work on somebody else in order to accept a behavior that may not be conducive for the person that you're working on. When you're doing conjure, most of the time you're only thinking about what you want and not what's good for the relationship. As a grown man or woman, at some point, you need to step up and say, okay, if I'm going to pray a prayer, does this person want to be married? Does this person want to be monogamous? Does this person want to be in an open relationship? Your appetite is not the only appetite that is in a relationship. Now, when you're single, it is about mingling. And so therefore it is about your appetite. When I'm going out to eat, it's about what I want to eat. When I'm considering other people, I ask them, what do you like? What kind of foods that you like? A lot of these conversations that are not being had with grown people, because some people are ashamed of their appetite. Can I talk to grown people? Huh? Some of y'all like eating groceries, but you don't go around, you don't want nobody to know you like eating ass. And sir, ma'am, that Christians do it, Tatas do it, Mumbos do it, Hugans do it, Bocos do it, Santeros do it. A lot of people do it. But they don't necessarily have that conversation. Sometimes you find out in the midst of your activities. And you, oh, my God, on today. And normally if you start doing things outside of what you have been doing with your partner, then they think you are doing some extracurricular activity. You should be able to evolve just like you evolve spiritually, economically, educational wise. Then you should also realize that your partner can evolve sexually. Things that I do now, I didn't start out doing that. Some things I stumbled upon when I was in a fruit cocktail situation. What that means is, fruit cocktail, if you ever had fruit cocktail, there's many types of fruits in that cocktail. Cock and tail, okay? So I found out that I could be more flexible in some of my standards and some of the things that I originally started out. So my repertoire has vastly grown from me being 11 years old until 51. So I have a plethora of skill set when it comes down to that. But I also know to have that conversation. You didn't hit that cash app. You asking me, are you gay? Do you like sucking dick and you're a man? Do you like eating pussy, you're a woman? I mean, I don't know. And this is the kind of language that people say that's offensive, but this is real life. People literally cannot get in a relationship because they're scared to have certain conversation. And at some point, you have no reason to be unhappy about nothing, not your life. If you getting out here going to work, going out here living your life, there are certain conversations that you should have on the table. Like, okay, some of y'all into the bondage stuff. I don't mind tying people up. I don't like care for being tied. I don't mind restricting you so you can't move so I can do my worst. My point is, everybody is not as fluent in communicating. And let me say this again. Just because you're in a relationship with a man does not mean you know his sexual appetite. I'm going to say this again. Just because you're married, just because you're in a relationship with a man, does not mean that you know what's in the bottom of his belly. You have not done a spiritual autopsy. You don't know what he has ingested through the years. And you don't know his sexual appetite. And some of you guys ain't even interested in finding out. That's why they're being quenched. That appetite is being quenched in other places and spaces. And that is not necessarily say it's your fault, but I'm saying at some point when you want a healthy relationship and you want longevity in that relationship, you need to know and you should be interested in your partner's appetite. Now, I'm a type of man that I can have sex every night. I know that's not always feasible, and that's not always because of my partner. Sometimes I just can want it and too tired to get it. I'm going to say that again. Sometimes I can get up there and realize I don't really want to do this, and so I dismount very early. I'm using gymnastics terminology. So I don't ruin the mood knowing that I realize I thought I wanted to do this, and I realize I don't really want to carry this out, and I need to keep my record straight, and so therefore I want to keep my scorecard high, and so therefore I go ahead on and dismount early, so therefore I don't mess up my score. That's you, sir, ma'am. Do it how you do, but when it comes down to real life, and then you doing Conjure, and you lighting that love incense, and you lighting that money, because listen, sex is a business too. Better business at sex. Stop roll opening in sex. Roll opening creates opportunity. Is that the Bible? Listen, don't bring your raggedy ass in my life talking about the Bible. I've been dealing in this Bible yes. The Bible, you want the Bible verse? The bed is undefiled. Marriage is honorable and the bed undefiled. So lick and suck all you want. It's right in there. Since you want the Bible verse. Yes, it's a Bible next to me. Because you can't perceive that a preacher and teacher should be talking this way when this is real life. Y'all be asking for real, y'all be asking for raw. You wonder why a lot of times you cannot pull that man away from that other woman or that other man. Is because you didn't know what their sexual appetite was, because you thought just getting them because they had a job, because they work, because they're bringing money, and not that other person done found out their appetite and they are quenching their thirst and their hunger. Now, I'm the type of person, I believe in satisfying. So it is very important for me to know what your appetite is and whether I can accommodate that or not. A lot of grown people get, because you a tata, a mumbo, a hugan, or because you're a Christian or a Muslim, at the end of the day, everybody got different preferences, everybody got different things and appetite. And all I'm saying, sir and ma'am. Thank you, Demetrius. All I'm trying to tell you is, in order for us to get a healing as melanated people, we got to stop going by what other people are talking about and figure out what we want, what we desire. As a grown man, as a grown woman, as an evolved person, as you growing in your spiritual life, like when my spirits are working through me, my nature, it stirs my nature. I'm a very high nature individual. My spirituality and my sex life go hand in hand. So as you grow and interpret your spiritual vision, you need to understand that as you grow and develop, you may find yourself in different spaces and places and enjoying different types of fruits and vegetables. Now, when I was a kid, I was not prone to zucchini and squash. But I tear up some squash and some zucchini now. I want to talk to some of y'all. Don't mess around, get out here and doing your root work or doing your conjure and doing your prayer work and lighting your candles and mess around and run up on Freddy the Freak. Huh? And now you can't keep your ass out the air because Freddy done showed you some things. And now you can't go back home. Matter of fact, you don't want to go back home. And I don't care what kind of reconciliation spell. And this is where a lot of y'all feel like people done put some roots on your man or your woman. I'm going to tell you what root they put on them. They figured out what you weren't interested in. And they figured out their appetite. And they're accommodating their appetite. So what you think that is root work and spell work and craft really has to do with that root called the genital. And that person has come in and started accommodating that appetite. Let me tell y'all something. I don't believe just because you spiritual that it's not your responsibility to satisfy your partner. I don't feel because you light candles and got God kids. Huh? Just like you put your children to bed, the natural children, you put your God children to bed. Because at the end of the day, your partner needs to be in the bed. So all this talking about that you want to be in a situation where you want to be a Tata, a Mambo, or Hugon, and you know that you have a partner, assalamu alaikum, salaikum salam. I'm a child of Centella, but I'm rocking my father in Ocha, Babalu Aye, if you just want to know. Matter of fact, I got to take my cauldron to my Padrino tomorrow. But that's no here, no there. Let me tell y'all something. Some of y'all accommodate y'all cauldrons better than y'all accommodate y'all mates. There's more than burning incense that makes a happy home. It is more than putting anointing oil at the door and slinging oil around it. Some things is just you educating yourself, willing to put the work in, having grown-up conversations, and saying, you know, do you feel sexy? Do you feel do you enjoy what I do in when we are engaging in sexual activities? Do you care for my foreplay? Could my foreplay be better? Like these are the like all this going doing your spiritual bath is fine, sweetie. Bathing in honey is fine, sweetie. And when I say sweet, I'm talking about men and women. I mean, men do conjure just like women do conjure. Your cologne smell good, but you lacking when it come down to doing that oral skill. You understand? So magic can only do so much. Prayer can only do so much. Spell work can only do so much. It is important. If you want to be able to cultivate a good man, then you need to do your homework. You know more about what makes daffodils. You know more about what to do for carnations than your partner. And sir, ma'am, that is not what God called you. That's not what Divine Mother. You need to be able to, like John said, wish above all that you prosper, be in health, even as your soul. As you are operating in your ache, in your spiritual life, you need to also be growing sexually. And you need to be understanding not only your appetite. How do you cure hemorrhoids? In your case, I think you need a butt plug with an electrical butt plug. You worship Ogun. Ogun is my father in Ocha. Right along with Babalu Aye, if you just want to know. They're not gonna. These people, right? A lot of these people that come in these lives are not spiritual, and they're not trying to be spiritual. But a lot of you guys, I don't want you to think that I'm out here just lighting candles. I don't want you to think I'm just going to the cemetery. I have healthy relationships with people because I understand that there's duality in man. There's the spirit and there's the flesh. And so therefore, a lot of you guys are not spending enough time understanding the flesh or the temple. And so therefore, while you out there praying and kneeling before Jesus, she and he out there kneeling before Mr. Richards with that stiff rod and getting them they freak on, getting their satisfaction. I don't think that your spiritual life should hinder your sexual life. I don't feel that you should be out here so devoted to your pots and your shrines and all of this stuff, but you're not spending time with the people that are the person you claim to love. Now, if you desire an open relationship, I believe, or whatever type of relationship, I believe that once you feel that you and that person are serious enough to have those kind of conversations, those conversations need to be put on the table. Like if I get in a relationship or my spiritual life and what I do got to come on the table, because what I do in the bedroom is not what I do in real life. I am a spiritualist. And I can't be in a relationship with somebody that does not honor what I do. Okay? I'm talking about when y'all trying to build a relationship. If you just being somebody's side piece or somebody jump off or that kind of stuff, then they don't need to know what you do and what you practice and how you get down. But I'm talking about to all of you out here that's trying to draw relationships, or you in a relationship and you not having these conversations, and the average man is not going to feel comfortable having this conversation with you unless you cultivating a relationship where he can speak his mind. And some of y'all don't want to be called hoes, but that's how you got it. I know how I was in the church. I know I got, both of my wives are preachers' daughters. I'm going to say this again. Both of the women that I married are preachers' daughters, pastors' daughters. And I did not use Jesus to get them. It was not the anointing Isaiah 10 and 27. It was my host skills. You can be knee deep in Jesus, and somebody can get knee deep in you. Don't think because you so spiritual that that part of you is shut down. What's happening is a lot of y'all set yourself up because some of y'all trying to be abstinence and this and all that. And what happens is people like me read your radar and see your temperature. And I'm talking to gay, straight, and bi. Let's go for everybody. This is how some people end up pulling your husband, pulling your wife. An unsatisfied vagina and penis is susceptible for the activities. Do not become so spiritually bound that you are no earthly good. You're not going to have a relationship that is worth its grain of salt if you don't realize you must attend unto the chambers of love. And it takes more than lighting candles. What I got my I thought I had it up here. Oh yeah, the hiccup right here. Y'all, I do all of this. Some of y'all, I sent y'all, some of y'all got that. If y'all want to burn love incense tonight, but if you're going to burn love incense with oil of gladness. Let me tell y'all something. You got to understand. If I'm going to use come to me work, I'm going to be something they want to come to and come for. Can I say it again? If I'm going to use come to me, when they get there, I want to be something they want to come with and come for. Because I'm the type of person, I want you to come with me, and I also want you to come by yourself because I want to watch you. Yes. See, I want to see how you get down. I want to see that you know how to satisfy yourself. Y'all want to do conjure and think conjure going to substitute skills. No ma'am and no sir. I don't care what your preference is. I don't care if you want to be in a monogamous relationship. I don't care if you want a Christian man. I don't care if you want a Muslim man. I don't care if you want what kind of man you want. They have to be cultivated. And then you cultivate them in an environment that they are comfortable in. Because I'm going to tell you right now, everything that I learned was not in the light, honey. Everything I learned, most of what I learned is in the dark. And I do some of my best work in the dark. Yes, praise God unto Yahweh, Elohim, Oladamar, all of that. Yes, sir. Turn out the light and let's light a candle. And I mean a short candle because I don't want much light in it. I just want enough light to guide what I'm doing. At the end of the day, men are perfected in solitude. Men practice to be good at what they do. Now, what I'm trying to say to some of y'all, don't get mad if you have become a tester. You know, when you go to the mall and stuff, and they have the perfume or the cologne sitting up there, and there was a tester. Everybody gets to use the tester. And the purpose of the tester is to set up for the purchase. So sometimes men, gay, straight, and bi, will use you as a tester and set up and buy an untouched bottle. Some of y'all out here competing with these hoes. Instead of you setting yourself up to be purchased, you setting up yourself to be a tester. Because you trying to do what he or she out there doing. And they testers. I'm going to say it again. They are testers. You should be setting yourself up for the purchase. You need to be behind the counter with no thumbprints on. No fingerprints. Some of y'all out here claiming that you ain't a Tesla, and when we put the light on, you got all kind of thumbprints all around your mouth, back of your neck, on your back, all up on your thigh, up on your vagina, up on your penis, all behind your anus. You got thumbprints and fingerprints all in spaces and places, baby. That has been touched. That has been tested. That has been utilized quite a few times. Some men don't care, some women don't care. All I'm trying to tell you is to be honest. Because when you out here trying to relate to people and then get in relationships with people, and you're not having conversation and you're having thoughts, you shouldn't be having thoughts. I'm going to say it again. Are you trying to be in a relationship with that man or that woman, or you're trying to understand what everybody else like or dislike about your man or your partner? And I'm going to say this especially to women. You are so overly indulged about what everybody else think about what you have chosen to be with, that you can't be in a relationship with them because they're competing with the ideas of other people, places, and things. And that's not a relationship. That's an auction. $1, $2. You are not being in a relationship. And you can't be in a relationship because some of you guys are so committed to other people that you can't sail, you can't walk with somebody. You're too tied down. And I'm going to say this, and I know y'all want to hear this, especially to women and gay men. You can't make somebody ready. They already ready or they not ready. If you're ready, then you need to get with somebody that's ready. If you, I'm going to say this again. Magic is not going to magically make somebody get ready. There's no spell in Ifa, Voodoo, Santeria, Zummifying people. You're not in a relationship. That's you have taken that person's mind and you have suppressed their energy, and so therefore that is basically a robot. I'm talking about if you are, as a grown man, you want to be in a relationship. Stop rushing these men into commitments that they don't have the capacity to be responsible for. Because you trying to get him off the market. When men are ready, Ruth did not have to deceive or trick Boaz. Boaz was already looking. Men are visual creatures. I don't know how many times I got to say this, sir, man. When you burn your incense tonight, burn your incense with love, incense with oil of gladness. Burn your love incense with roll opening. If you want me to shut up, open your mouth and I'll put something in and I'll stop talking. Feliz Navidad. I'm 51 years old. You can't run game on me. You can't play me crazy. All I'm telling you is, if you are trying to cultivate a good man, that means you have to trust his decision. And you know, sir and ma'am, you're not ready to trust somebody's decision because you don't even trust yourself with your own decision. You're not ready to be in a relationship because economically you have not come up with a conclusion what it's going to take for y'all to have a happy relationship. I don't know why y'all out here lighting candles when you have not had a financial conversation with your boo. You don't say it in your mind, oh, I'm going to take care of this. No. What happens if you get sick? What happens? How you going to quote vows for better, for worse, gay, straight, or bi when you don't even have the skill set to take care of nobody? You don't know how to make chicken noodle. You don't know how to make chicken noodle soup, and neither do you have the money to go buy a can of chicken noodle soup. Why are you trying to have a relationship? I'm not trying to be funny. I'm being honest. I'm being realistic. Where is it other than you laying down that you can accommodate this man or this woman in a relationship? I didn't say that y'all can relate to each other's pain and y'all have similar backgrounds and y'all have such a good conversation, because at the end of the day, sir and ma'am, that doesn't mean that y'all can grow spiritually, economically, or just when it comes to the horizons of people's destiny. Let me somebody say it'll be a fool to fall in love. Love is not the reason why you got played. You got played because you came into the relationship playing. Any grown person that's doing love work or talking about relationship, talking about they don't want to be hurt, you're going to be hurt in relationship because people, they grow, they learn, they make mistakes. To get into a relationship with anybody on any circumstance and not expecting to be hurt, you should be prepared for the hurt. So therefore, if you get hurt, you can heal yourself. If you're a type of person that don't like to be lied to, and you know you with somebody that don't tell the truth all the time, that means at some point they're gonna lie to you, and you need to be able to have that kind of conversation and be able to resolve an issue. Too many of us do not have life skill in order to be in relationship. You don't have any tools in order how to resolve arguments, other than fighting, other than having the police call. I'm too grown for all of that. If the police got to come to my house, they got to come there to pick up a body. I'm not doing all of that. I'm 51 years old. If we can't have a conversation and resolve, we don't have a relationship, and I'm not interested. If I can't talk and have certain kind of conversation with you, I am not going to be in a relationship that I cannot communicate with a grown person. This is why when y'all come to me about relationship, I start asking certain questions. Because what's good to you may not be good for you. And you want me to tell you that this person is good for you because they do certain things that are good, you like going on. I can't read nothing for nobody without a cash app. I don't indulge food or muzzle troll. I know that's right. Now, oh y'all got my cash app over here singing. I told you it's easy to get my attention. Somebody told me, oh, you need to shut up. You want me to shut up? All you got to do is send me a cash app and I'll hush. All right, I got bowed down with love. With my love. Love with oil of gladness. Y'all see how smart I am? Y'all sitting out listening to them people. They half of the people that be out here talking. If you ain't got no money, all the other shit don't matter. I know that's right. It is good for what it is, but you need to be able. Wait a minute. You need some substance. Sorry, I had a flashback. But it's the truth, Minister Al. A lot of men think because they got money that they're gonna make a man or a woman happy. Money don't make people happy. Money's a tool. Huh? What gonna make her happy? You make her or him skeet on the other side of the bedroom. Huh? What gonna make him or her happy? They gonna, when you get through working them over, they gonna need an IV to be rehydrated. They gonna need a whole a keg full of coconut water. Now that's the person. They gonna willing to fight for that relationship. Money is just a tool. And people don't want to hear that. That's why you sitting in that house, staring up at the ceiling with your mind across town. I got you, Shamari. All of gladness. And my all of gladness smell good too. But mix that with that love incense. Ooh. Shamari. All right, y'all getting them combinations up. Okay, we got love. Stormy, I got you with love and roll opener. Yes. And that's what I mean, individuality. See, when you be truthful to yourself, you know what to get for you. And then you can enjoy yourself. Thank you, Bo. I just saw, Bo, thank you so much for the love offering. Thank you so very, very much. Thank you, Mama Susan. Love you, darling. I bought Mother Susan something. Mother Susan at my house, so I have to dress. See, if she wasn't here, I'll be dressed differently. But since she's here, I don't want to provoke the mother, because I can be trifling and scandalous. I got 51 years of experience. I can even break the mother of the church. Love and roll open. And we want to keep her saved and safe. Some days I'm not saved at all. I'm just safe. All right, let me light this up. And let me say this, I don't care how good my teaching is. I don't care how good my products is. This stuff that I'm talking about is for somebody that wants to have something with you. Okay? Not you want to have something with them. This is for you trying to cultivate a relationship with a man that wants to have a relationship with you. Not have relations with you. That's different. We can have sex with a watermelon. Because some cases just as wet. Could you read Galatians 5:17 to 21? Thank you so much, Marcus. I read it, won't we right now, but I could. Let me write it down. Since you gave me $2. 5:17, 21. They say a penny for your thought, but you gave me $2, so you gave me more than a penny. But I will read it again. Let me say something, y'all. We don't want people to grow. And because the church has destroyed the psychological mindset of most melanated men and women when it comes to relationships, it's hard to have conversations this real, this open, and this direct. And so therefore, not understanding the creature, I want women to stop trying to make men act and think like you do. You want your man to think differently than you, or you're going to have something else on your hand. Both of y'all going to be looking for dick after a while. So it seems a lot of times when you don't understand how, because you did not have somebody to teach you how to communicate. I had to teach my sister how to communicate with melanated men, men of substance, men of this. Thank you for $4. I like when people beg me and please me. Anyway, but I'm trying to give you from a 51-year-old that has had so many options. I have been favored. And I'm telling you, when it comes down to us, you need to know, because let me tell y'all something. As big as my appetite is, and this is a delusion that women have. If a man wants to be with you, I don't care how you can't, because we're gonna always have whole tendencies. But if a man wants to be faithful to you, he's gonna be faithful to you. You cannot keep looking at his past and to determine how he's gonna live y'all future together. You know him by the fruit he bear, and that's how I've been in a relationship, because people said it like, well, I didn't think he would get in a relationship. I want a relationship like everybody else want. I'm not going to put up with your tomfoolery. But just because I like to have my fun, I'm a Sagittarius, don't mean I don't know how to be committed. But I'm not going to be committed with somebody that can't bring the energy. I'm not going to willingly go into a situation or a circumstance knowing that you are not only not willing to learn, you're not even going to accommodate. And some of y'all are willing. Y'all think that you're going to change somebody. You can't change nobody. They got to be willing to want to change. They got to be willing to want to be taught, even if they don't know certain things. And that's something that man or woman is choosing to do. You should not be in a relationship with a grown man or woman trying to trick them into being something for you that they don't want to be. You should be in a relationship with somebody that will asking you, is this good? Is this good for you? And you should be wanting to say, is this good for you? And those are real conversations. Those are consistent conversations. Just like I have, this is what I have short-term plans. Every 3 months, every 6 months, every 12 months. I'm always revising. Relationship the same way. You need to check back in. Like, okay, I know we were doing good in these 3 months. Is everything good? And you should be able to not only tell the truth, on the other side of that, you should be able to receive the truth. If you are trying to grow in relationships, you need to be able to sit down as a grown man and woman and hear those conversations. You know what? I don't know what's the era of this going on, but like lately when you're having sex with people, everybody want to do all that gyrating and shaking. I don't do that. Listen, I'll stop you. All that hucking and bucking and I don't want all that. I like deliberate strokes. I like deliberate. I intentional. And so that comes down with communication. That comes down with people having conversation. And I don't care if you're in the church. I don't care if you don't ever go to church. I don't care if you're in EFOP. I don't care if you're in voodoo. And I know in certain countries, the women have accepted the fact that they're not going to be satisfied. And so that's why they live those lives like that. But at the end of the day, sir and ma'am, over here in the States, you don't got to live like that. You can literally get what you desire. But what you desire comes with responsibility. If you got a good-looking man or good-looking woman, that comes with responsibility. You got a fine man or fine woman, that comes with responsibility. If you got a high nature, any type of energy of person that you're dealing with, it comes with responsibility. And sir, man, if you're not trying to do that, you asking for problems. I look at relationship like a business. You got to get up every day and go to work. And if you ain't trying to do that, you shouldn't be in a relationship. Because I don't care if you've been with somebody 5 years, 10 years, 15 years. They're constantly growing and changing. They're getting older. Are you accommodating for that? Are you even realizing they don't work that way no more? If I had somebody like that, listen, I got plenty of pillows on my bed. Put that knee right over there. Because I ain't having sex with your knee no way. I need that part right there. So let's go get that knee comfortable. Let's get it propped up. You all right? You need an ice pack? Because I'm going to work over here. But this over here is under construction. So we're going to get that propped up and push on. You make these fabulous clothes. Who made the clothes? I get all my clothes down from Miami, Florida. So in life, if you're going to deal with the commitment better for worse, because I've married plenty of people, for better for worse, and you're not preparing for worse, you're only hoping for better, you're not being realistic in that relationship. You're not being realistic. Happiness is something that you create and you share with. That is not something you look for a man or woman to give you. They cannot give you happiness. You have to be happy. And you got to know how to be happy in any given situation. You have to know if you're not happy, how to make yourself happy again. You cannot put that responsibility off on nobody. I don't care if you're gay, I don't care if you're straight, I don't care if you're bi, I don't care if you're a unit. You need to know what makes you happy. You need to know what makes you complete. And what people don't do, they're expecting other people to read their minds. Because some of y'all, what make you happy, you too ashamed to tell somebody. Me, I'm going to ask. Me, I'm going to ask. Me, Sagittarius, Moon and Aries, Rising Sign Pisces, Chief Apostle. If I wasn't a chief, I'm going to ask. And that's going to be determined whether I come back or not. Now, you can keep playing with your life, your time, your energy, your frequency, your vibration. Sir, ma'am, you have every right to do. Hit that like button. Marcus, you came in my live and gave $4 and now you want me to change my life because you said something. Do you, Marcus, for $4, it's niggas like you that go into women's life. You ain't got enough money not only to take care of yourself, but you ain't got enough money to take care of your woman, and you want her to submit themselves to you because you say so, because you say you the man. No. You gave me $4. What the? I'm a 6-figure man. I'm offended and I'm a man. You want me to change my life based off of your perception of who you think I should be as an apostle. And all you gave was $4 fucking. And I'm saying it like that because you, bruh, even to get I got women out here I got women on my live will gave more money than you even make. And you the same type of nigga or want somebody to submit to you. Huh? Not only you ain't got enough money, you ain't got enough inches. Huh? Your tongue ain't good, your hips ain't good. What? This is the kind of stuff that make women disrespect men. This right here, bro, what you did right here tonight, after giving $4, you want somebody to change their life based on your perception. Fuck your perception. Your narrow-minded personality. The idea that there's people out here have given thousands. And I ain't changed for them. I done had women marry me and I ain't changed for them. I done had women have my baby and I ain't changed for them because the dick is good. So why would I let her $4? Didn't I tell you I'm not no Dollar General prophet, spiritualist? You gave $4 on my super chat that I'm not even gonna get all the $4, and not all of a sudden your narrow dick ass want me, as good as my life is, you want me to change my life because of your $4. I am ashamed of the pussy that brought you to this earth. We're utterly disgusted and appalled that pussy brought you to this earth realm. You take your $4 ass somewhere else and find you a toll to pay. I don't put up with it with women, but I most certainly don't tolerate it with a man. And I don't care if you gay, straight, or bi. Bring your $2 ass over here with that. I don't even tip my waiters $4. Now all of a sudden somebody supposed to change the trajectory of their life because of your $4 ass. Condoms cost more than $4. And that's what your daddy should have been wearing before you got to this planet. Ain't that $4? Now we got it. This, I'm telling you, it's men out here. It really is. Gay, straight, and bi. That they gave you $20 on the light bill, and all of a sudden now you supposed to just call them. You don't get your. I was raised by a Virgo. Y'all got it. This man gave $4. Do y'all know how much? Like could somebody send a Snapchat to show him that? Can somebody do better than $4 a night? Because this brother came in here with $4 and want me to change the whole direction of my destiny, and give me an itinerary of what he want me to do, what he want me to read. $4. I feel so sorry for y'all out there. I'm talking about the gays and the women. Cause these Negroes y'all giving pussy to, I couldn't do it. They were glad I ain't no woman. No, sir. I couldn't do it. You gonna open your legs to somebody that's giving you $4. I would give him $4 worth of cussing out. That's what he'll get. Get your $4. I mean, just no $4. $4. Y'all was here, y'all, cause some of y'all like you are here with me. You saw the super chat and you saw the comments. And I'm not, it's super chat. I'm not even gonna get all the $4. And this, let me tell y'all something. And guys, thank you, baby. Somebody. Demetri, thank you so much for the $20. Cause this brother with the $4 is just unnerved me. They unnerved me. Let me tell you this. I ain't telling you what to do. I'm telling you, I'm just giving you some wisdom. If you are not in a position to pay all the bills and you're getting assistance, respect their contribution. I want men, no matter what your preferences are, what your religions are, your traditions are, I want you to take better pride in yourself as a melanated man. I want you to understand that you can have all the shortcomings in the world, but there's certain things they need to be able to say about you as a man. They really do. And stop allowing people to give you excuses for their own personal failures. For their, whether they're a Sagittarius, whether they're a Libra, whether they're, at the end of the day, I come in handling my business. And so therefore, I don't look for validation when I'm handling my business. And guess what? The older I get, the more refined I'm going to get by handling my business. I'm not handling my business at the level that I handled my business when I was in my 20s or my 21s and 22, because I wasn't where I am today. I hadn't ripened to this place where I am today. And the older you get as a man, the more or less you give a damn about other people, places, and things' opinion. And so therefore, the fact that I told this grown-ass man that I'm 51 years old, I know if a woman ain't going to give you pussy for $4, I most certainly ain't going to give you no dick for $4. I won't even tell you to suck mine for $4. I can't do that. It's so shameful that melanated men are not men. And the idea that you're going to come into another man's lair, another man's space, and try to dictate to a man what he should be doing or how he should be functioning. It's sad that some mother, some father did not sit your raggedy ass down and tell you that's a no-no. At no day. I don't care what. I think Jay-Z look like a camel. But Jay-Z don't give no flying fucks about what Chief Apostle Samuel did, because I don't take care of him. And I know that before I could do what I want to do. But I know not to walk up to Jay-Z or go in his space and say, Jay-Z, I think that Beyonce could do better. You know how much rod he done gave Beyonce? And Beyonce may not pay me absolutely no attention. Sometimes your opinion about other men make no sense to them, because I can pull better men and women and animals than that brother. And that brother's low-key wants some play. And I'm not for the change for you, bruh. And you don't want me anyway. I'm not good for you. I have too many inches. I'ma ruin you, bruh. So don't play with me, because I'll make you change your religion. Inch by inch. Praise God. Thank you, Mo. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? Now you letting these women and men outshine you with your $4. Oh, the $4. I can imagine what he giving his woman. Monique said, a $50 amen. Oh, these niggas. I say this in all honesty all around the world. I feel so sad for the level of standard that a lot of these men are operating in. And a lot of my straightening came from home. My uncles, my dad, my spiritual dad, like, I got corrected as a man by other men. The thing that I see other men out here doing, I don't care if you gay, straight, or bi, I would never do that. I would never put. When my sister was going through, and I've told this story before, you don't go to another man about what he doing with his money. If you don't like what a man doing with your mama, your sister, your loved one, then you go as a man and you go and take care of business for them. You don't go and address another man about, unless he putting his hands, unless he doing other that. But how he choosing, what he think about the family. I'm just saying. It's just certain thing. Another man ain't gonna get a chance to straighten me because I ain't first place. I bet Padrino Michael Thank you, Mr. Hudson, $20. I appreciate it. I'm going to tell you right now, Padrino Michael ain't going to ever get a chance to check me. Because I'm not going to behave in a certain way that I need to be checked. Because I know how to behave in another man's house. I know how to behave in another man's platform. And I also know how to behave in another woman's space. If I'm dealing with a queen and she ruling her stuff, I know how to behave and honor her and get her respect. You as a man cannot get the respect of the type of women that I get respect from. Huh? Your nuts don't hang low enough. This is the disgusting stuff that women see, that they talk about. And then this is what get me with some of y'all women. Y'all know this man is not right and this man ain't got his stuff together, and you will still give him pussy and have his baby. Shame on you. Why would you reward a retard? And especially, he ain't got no business coming in my life. Ain't no woman or man on earth should be giving him no head. It's people like me deserve to get head. He should not be getting the turkeys and the trimming. That's all I got to say. And I'm just saying. Here come another John 3:16. Your prayers can't help me. You ain't got no super chat. You ain't got no money. I don't care what you think. And this is another thing. When you dealing with a cowardly man, because then we talking about men and melanated men, this is cowardly. Not only you don't have your name, not only you don't have your face, your opinion means nothing, just like you typing. Y'all don't like to hear people be straight up and tell it like a T.I. is. But at the end of the day, I ain't the one out here running around hiding and not being satisfied. It's people like you that doing stuff behind your wife's back. Huh? If she could really see how you take that 14-inch dildo and got 2 cocks in your mouth and both cheeks, but then you'll come out here in public and act like you such a God-fearing man. We're not interested. I got people that are sex workers. We know what y'all do behind, especially Christians. We know what y'all do behind closed doors. And some of y'all behind dumpsters. And I done got me a little bit behind a tree. I did more than water that tree. I sanctified it. All right? But hey, it is what it is. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. I see. I will be in. I got to go to Miami. Then I have to go to Tampa. So I don't. Y'all know I don't like to tell y'all stuff I can't do. I don't necessarily know if he's gonna let me film it. What we're gonna be doing tomorrow. We're gonna be doing Palo tomorrow. So I have to ask my Padrino first. But if I can, I'm gonna show y'all what we're gonna be doing tomorrow. So I've got to go to Miami and get the rest of my stuff, and then I have to go to Tampa. So that's what I'm doing. Thank you so much for your support, your love. I hope that some of y'all got a better understanding what it is and what it ain't. And so therefore, everybody got their different appetites. Don't forget that. I know we had a great time tonight. We did some magic tonight. But just remember, you are the individual. You need to figure that out. You need to know what you're doing. You need to know why you're doing what you're doing. At the end of the day, I'm going to enjoy mine. Okay? All right? Much love to you. God bless.